My beloved child. Stop scrolling for just a moment, because what you are about to hear did not arrive by accident. This message found you at exactly the right time. There is a reason your eyes stopped here, and there is a reason your heart suddenly feels a little different. Something happened today, something that changed the direction of a story you didn't even know was unfolding. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has been carrying words that have become too heavy to keep inside. They have replayed the same conversation over and over in their mind, wondering if today would finally be the day they found the courage to speak. But before they could reach you, life placed one unexpected moment directly in front of them. That moment became a warning. Not a warning of fear. Not a warning of despair. A warning that time has a strange way of revealing what the heart has tried to hide. Listen carefully. Because every sentence from this point forward brings you closer to the answer you've been searching for. Your soulmate would say, "I have to warn you." Those words sound serious, but not because they want to frighten you. They simply know that silence has lasted too long, and silence often creates stories that were never true. Don't skip. There is more to this than you realize. Earlier today, something happened that made your soulmate stop in the middle of everything they were doing. Their thoughts drifted back to you without permission. A familiar memory returned so vividly that it felt as though the past had quietly stepped into the present. They smiled. Then they became emotional. Because they realized something they had never admitted before. No matter how much time passes. No matter how many distractions appear. No matter how busy life becomes. Your place inside their heart has never truly changed. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They wanted to ignore these feelings. They tried convincing themselves that they had moved on. They repeated the same words in their mind. "I'm fine. I don't need this. I'm over it." But the heart refused to cooperate. The heart remembered your kindness. It remembered your patience. It remembered conversations that seemed ordinary at the time but now feel priceless. And then, something unexpected happened today. Someone mentioned a subject that instantly reminded them of you. Nobody knew why they suddenly became quiet. Nobody understood why they stared into the distance for several long moments. Only they knew. Because in that silent moment, they realized they had unfinished words waiting for you. Don't skip. This is where everything begins to change. Imagine carrying a letter in your heart that was never delivered. Imagine replaying thousands of what-if moments every night. Imagine wishing you could simply say, "I never stopped caring." That is where your soulmate finds themselves today. They are standing between yesterday and tomorrow. Between hesitation and courage. Between silence and honesty. And somewhere inside that space, your name continues to echo. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate wishes they could tell you this directly. I have to warn you because the world will always try to convince us that meaningful connections disappear. But mine never did. I kept pretending everything was normal. I kept smiling when people asked how I was. But every now and then, something reminds me of you so deeply that I can't explain it. Don't skip. Because what comes next changes everything. Today wasn't an ordinary day. Today became the day they stopped running from their own feelings. Not because someone forced them. Not because circumstances demanded it. But because their own heart quietly whispered, It's time. Time to stop hiding. Time to stop pretending. Time to admit what has always been true. Stay till the end. Your soulmate remembers little details you probably forgot long ago. The way you encouraged people. The way your laughter changed the atmosphere. The way you made ordinary conversations feel unforgettable. Those memories never disappeared. They simply waited. Today awakened them again. That is why this message feels different. This isn't about coincidence. It's about realization. The realization that some people enter your life for reasons much deeper than appearances or timing. Some people leave fingerprints on the soul. And your soulmate believes you became one of those people. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. If they could sit across from you today, they wouldn't begin with apologies. They wouldn't begin with explanations. They would simply say, I have to warn you. Don't let doubt convince you that you weren't important. Don't let silence rewrite our story. Don't assume my quietness meant I stopped caring. Because none of that was ever true. Those words have been waiting. Today finally gave them permission to exist. Meanwhile, life continues moving around both of you. People continue talking. Days continue passing. New routines continue forming. But beneath all of that movement, a quiet truth remains. Some connections grow stronger in silence because they teach people what truly matters. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has begun noticing signs they ignored before. Songs suddenly feel different. Certain places remind them of conversations they thought they had forgotten. Simple moments now carry unexpected emotion. They are beginning to understand that some feelings cannot be hidden forever. Eventually, the heart asks to be heard. Eventually, truth asks to be spoken. Eventually, love asks to become honest. Don't skip. Because you are reaching the most important part. Your soulmate's warning is not about losing hope. It is about protecting hope. They want you to know that appearances rarely tell the whole story. Someone can appear calm while carrying oceans of emotion. Someone can appear distant while thinking about one person every day. Someone can smile while quietly wishing for another chance. That is the truth they finally discovered today. And discovering that truth changed everything inside them. The story is still unfolding. The next chapter has not yet been written. But one thing has already changed forever. Silence no longer feels comfortable. The desire to speak has become stronger than the desire to hide. That is why this message found you now. Not yesterday. Not tomorrow. Today. Because today became the turning point. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Before this message ends, remember these words. Your soulmate would want you to hear them clearly. If our paths cross again, I won't waste the opportunity. If I get another chance, I will choose honesty. If I speak, I will speak from my heart. And if you ever wondered whether you mattered, the answer has always been yes. So carry this thought with you. Sometimes the biggest changes begin quietly. Sometimes the most meaningful words are the ones that take the longest to say. And sometimes, the simple sentence, I have to warn you, is really another way of saying, I don't want my heart to remain silent anymore. Stay till the end of this journey, because every new chapter has the power to reveal something beautiful. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The silence did not end there. If you are still listening, it means your heart sensed that the story was far from over. Don't skip, because what happened after that quiet realization changed everything your soulmate thought they understood. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. After carrying those hidden emotions all day, your soulmate returned to a familiar place. It wasn't the location that mattered, it was the feeling. Every corner seemed to whisper a memory connected to you. They tried to focus on everything else, but your name kept appearing in their thoughts like a melody that refused to fade. Then something unexpected happened. A simple conversation with someone close to them took a surprising turn. The other person casually asked, "Is there anyone you still think about?" Your soulmate smiled for a moment, pretending it was an easy question. But inside, their heart answered before their lips ever could. Yes. That answer stayed unspoken, yet it echoed louder than any words they had ever said. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As the evening continued, they realized something that had been hidden beneath layers of hesitation. They were no longer afraid of their feelings. Instead, they were afraid of never expressing them. That difference changed everything. For the first time in a long while, they imagined what it would feel like to finally tell you the truth. Not with dramatic speeches or perfect timing, but with simple honesty. I never forgot you. Those 4 words carried more weight than they had ever imagined. Your soulmate began replaying moments that once seemed ordinary. A shared smile. A meaningful conversation. A kind gesture you probably forgot the next day. Yet for them, those memories became treasures they quietly protected. It suddenly became clear that they had spent far too much time convincing themselves to stay silent. Don't skip. Because the next part reveals why today became unforgettable. Earlier, they believed the warning they wanted to give you was about the outside world. But now they understood the real warning was about the heart itself. The heart grows restless when it hides the truth. It becomes heavier every time honesty is delayed. Your soulmate finally recognized that waiting forever was never the answer. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As night settled in, they looked toward the sky and whispered a quiet thought. What if they're wondering about me too? That single question opened a door they had kept locked for so long. Hope entered. Not loud. Not dramatic. Just gentle enough to remind them that meaningful connections are not measured by time alone. They are measured by sincerity. The more they reflected, the more they understood that your story was never built on perfect circumstances. It was built on genuine moments that continued living inside both hearts. That realization became impossible to ignore. Don't skip. Something even bigger is coming. Your soulmate wishes you could hear one more message from them tonight. If life gives us another conversation, I won't waste it. If I see your smile again, I won't hide behind uncertainty. If I have the chance to tell you how much your presence meant, I will choose courage instead of silence. Those promises were never spoken aloud. But they became real inside their heart today. And sometimes, the promises made in silence become the strongest ones of all. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The warning your soulmate wanted to share is becoming clearer now. Don't allow assumptions to replace truth. Don't believe that silence always means distance. Don't think forgotten memories disappear forever. Because some stories wait patiently for the right season before revealing their next chapter. Tonight may simply be the beginning of that chapter. And what happens next may surprise both of you. A new chapter quietly began. Don't skip. Because what you are about to hear may be the piece that connects everything you've listened to so far. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Long after the world around them had gone quiet, your soulmate found themselves unable to sleep. Every attempt to distract their mind only brought them back to the same thought, you. It wasn't because they were searching for the past. It was because the future suddenly felt incomplete without understanding what your connection truly meant. Silence felt heavier than honesty. As they reflected on everything that happened today, one realization became impossible to ignore. Every important decision they had made recently had somehow led their thoughts back to you. Not by force. Not by coincidence. But through a quiet feeling they could no longer explain away. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate began asking themselves questions they had avoided for far too long. What if I walked away too soon? What if they never knew how much they meant to me? What if this story isn't over yet? Each question carried more emotion than the last. Instead of finding answers, they discovered something even more valuable. They discovered hope. Hope that honesty still has the power to rebuild what silence almost erased. Hope that meaningful connections are stronger than temporary distance. Hope that the words left unsaid do not have to remain that way forever. As these thoughts settled into their heart, they remembered something very small. A smile. A conversation. A moment that seemed ordinary back then but now shines brighter than almost every memory they possess. They realized that the most unforgettable moments are often the simplest ones. Don't skip. Because the story is becoming clearer. Your soulmate wants you to understand something they never had the courage to express before. I wasn't protecting myself by staying quiet. I was only delaying the truth. And the truth is that your presence changed more in my life than I ever admitted. Those words echoed within them like a promise waiting to be fulfilled. Earlier today, they believed they needed to warn you about losing hope. Now they understand the real message. Never underestimate the quiet work of time. Time has a remarkable way of revealing what truly matters. It removes distractions. It softens pride. It reminds the heart of what it refused to forget. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As the night grew deeper, your soulmate felt an unexpected sense of peace. Not because every question had been answered, but because they finally stopped running from their own feelings. For the first time in a long while, they imagined a future where honesty replaces uncertainty. Where conversations replace assumptions. Where kindness replaces hesitation. That vision filled them with quiet confidence. And in that moment, they silently made a promise. If another opportunity comes, I will recognize it. If another conversation begins, I will speak with sincerity. If another chapter opens, I will not let fear write the ending. Don't skip. Because one final realization changed everything. Your soulmate now understands that meaningful connections are not measured by how often people speak. They are measured by how deeply they remember. And no matter how many days have passed, no matter how many changes life has brought, your memory continues to hold a special place inside their heart. That is why today's events became unforgettable. They didn't create new feelings. They revealed feelings that had been quietly growing all along. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The story is moving toward a turning point. Your soulmate is no longer asking whether they should speak. Now they are asking themselves when. And sometimes, that single change in perspective becomes the beginning of everything that follows. Everything became clearer after that moment. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The quiet promise your soulmate made was not forgotten. In fact, it grew stronger with every passing hour. What began as a simple feeling had now become a decision. They could no longer convince themselves that keeping everything inside was the right path. As the day unfolded, they noticed something unusual. Everywhere they looked, they were reminded of hope. A familiar song played unexpectedly. A meaningful phrase caught their attention. Even the smallest moments seemed to whisper the same message. It's time to stop hiding. Your soulmate paused and smiled. For the first time in a long while, they weren't running from their emotions. They were finally listening to them. Don't skip. Because this is where the story takes another turn. They began imagining what they would say if they had just one honest conversation with you. Not a perfect speech. Not carefully rehearsed words. Just the truth. I've carried these thoughts for longer than you know. I never intended for silence to become the distance between us. I hope one day you'll understand why my heart kept returning to you. Those thoughts stayed with them throughout the day. And with every passing moment, their confidence quietly grew. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Then another realization appeared. They understood that waiting for the perfect moment had only delayed the meaningful one. Life rarely announces the right time. Sometimes the right time begins the moment someone chooses courage over fear. That realization lifted a weight they had been carrying for far too long. For the first time, the future didn't feel uncertain. It felt possible. Don't skip. Because something important is happening inside their heart. Your soulmate no longer wants memories to be the only connection between you. They want honesty to create new memories. They want conversations instead of assumptions. They want understanding instead of unanswered questions. And most of all, they want you to know that your impact on their life never disappeared. It simply remained hidden beneath quiet moments that only they could understand. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As evening arrived once again, they reflected on everything that had changed since that unexpected moment earlier. They realized they had spent too much time believing that opportunities would always return. Now they understand that meaningful moments deserve to be appreciated while they are still within reach. That lesson became one of the most valuable discoveries of their journey. It wasn't about regret. It was about gratitude. Gratitude for every memory. Every conversation. Every smile. Every lesson. Every moment that shaped who they are today. Don't skip. Because the final pieces are beginning to come together. If your soulmate could leave you with one lasting thought, it would be this. Never believe that your kindness goes unnoticed. Never think your presence failed to make a difference. Some people carry your influence much longer than you'll ever realize. And I am one of them. Those words may never have been spoken aloud. But today, they became impossible for them to ignore. The story isn't ending here. In many ways, it feels as though it is only just beginning. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next chapter will reveal what your soulmate finally decides to do after embracing the truth they have been holding inside all along.